Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Unit 2 video on rhythm. So we're going to go over clapping and counting and rhythmic dictation. Okay, so for this unit, we are going to add in 16th notes in simple meter, and we're also going to add in compound meter, mainly 6/8 and also a little bit of 9/8. So let's start out with 16th notes. Okay, so for compound meter, you'll see on your worksheet all the compound meter exercises are just with 8th notes. So we're going to just stick with 16th notes for simple meter only. Okay, so the count for 16th notes, we're going to add in something between the 1 and the and, right? Or the number and the and. So for 8th notes, we had 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. A 16th note is worth half the length of an 8th note, so we can get 4 into a quarter note instead of the 2 that we had with 8th notes. So we are going to use 1, and then the and would be here. So in between that, the second 16th note is going to get E, and then ah, or A, but we're going to say ah, like A-H. Okay, so that's 1 E and then let's just count through this rhythm. So 2 and, so that just, you could put the E and the ah in parentheses, but we're just going to leave it. 3 E and ah, 4 E and ah. Okay, then you're going to have some clapping and counting with the dotted eighth, but for rhythmic dictation, we're not going to have any dotted eighths, so you don't really have to worry about it. Okay, so a dotted eighth is worth 2/8, 2/16 plus 1/16, so that's worth 3/16. So it's going to get 1 E and then the ah. So you could do, if I zoom in and make my pen a little smaller, I could fit in E and ah. So sometimes that's helpful to keep track of things when rhythms start getting really complicated. Okay, and then 2, you could put the E in parentheses, and ah, 3 E and ah, and then 4, and then that's only 1/16. So the little flag, the 16th can either be connected or it can be disconnected like that. So it's just 4 E, and then that just takes up the rest of the beat. So you're always asking yourself, how much time does something take up? How much time does a note value take up, or how much time or how many note values does a line take up that you've marked on your rhythmic dictation? Okay, so let's try and clap and count this together. So I'm just going to count in 3 and 4. So clap and count with me. Remember, you're going to clap what's written on the page, and you're going to count a steady 1 E and a 2 E and a, while you're clapping. Okay, make sure you do that, even if it feels silly. If you need to go somewhere by yourself, go somewhere by yourself. It's okay. Okay, so 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, let's try that again. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, good. So you're set now with clapping and counting 16th notes. Let's talk about 6/8 or compound meter. So compound meter is compound because it's looks like one thing and then it does something else. So 6/8 literally means there's 6/8 notes in the measure, but our beat or our beat group is going to be a dotted quarter. So the 8th note is actually our subdivision. So there are 2, if you think about it as 6/8 notes in the measure, there's 2 dotted quarters. So that's going to be our 1 and our 2. And for the 8th notes, we're going to get La, li, and 2 la, li. Okay, good. So that's 1 la, li, 2 la, li. And then we're going to add in our beats. So let's add in our count. So 1 la, li, 2. Quarter is worth a 1 and a la. So quarter's worth 2 eighth notes. And then we get the li on the 3rd eighth. And then this is our 2 here. So we're always looking for a dotted quarter. You can even draw it in above. That helps you out. 2 la, and then li is going to go in parentheses. Okay, and then 1 la, li, 2 la and li in parentheses. Okay, good. So let's try and clap and count that. Again, count out loud and clap with your hands. 1 la, li, 2 la, li. 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 Okay, good. So practice some clapping and counting with the rhythms on this worksheet throughout the week and get yourself set. And let's do some rhythmic dictation. Okay, so to set up your lines, just gonna move that up a little bit. You want 4 quarters. But because of the 16th notes, if you're not already doing a subdivision for 16th notes, I want to go ahead and do that here. Let me show you how that would look up here. So if I had a rhythm here, a rhythmic dictation here, I would put a subdivision here. So a smaller line, vertical line, and then my horizontal slashes would go 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay. Some people will put even like a smaller subdivision line for all of the 16 notes. If that helps you, you can do that. That's fine. It is not even a bad idea when you're first getting started. I'm just going to stick with the subdivision of the 8th note though, okay? So I'm setting up my rhythmic lines on my worksheet. Okay, and we're going to go nice and slow. So you're going to keep your pencil going along with the rhythm. And every time you hear a note, you're going to go ahead and make a mark. All right, so hold it over here so hopefully it's not too loud. 1 E and, well, let's just do 3 and 4. So count out with me, tap your foot to the primary beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go slower than that though. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, and we'll slow that down even more. So nice and slow. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay. One more time. See if you can get it all hashed out on this. You can always back up the video, of course, and get more listenings if you need them. Here we go. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay. Good. So let's see how that would look on the rhythm. So we had 4/16, 1 E and oops. E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and so if we translate that into rhythms, that gives us 4/16. I'm just going to kind of sketch it in here. I have to be a little creative so that the computer does it right. Okay. And then 2E and so this 2 is a space of 2/16 notes, and that is an 8th note. Okay. And then here we have 2/16. You could even, if it helps you could write in the count above the staff. So that's a 2. If that helps you to sort of sort it out and get it square in your brain, that's totally fine. And then here's 3 is all 16th notes. And then for 4, we have just a quarter note, right? So we need something that takes up the rest of the length of the bar, and we get a quarter note. Next measure, we have 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and so that is an 8th note, 2/16, 2/16 and an 8th. Uh, 4/16. 2/8. Nope. 2/16 and an 8th. Okay, good. Great. Let's try a rhythm in 6/8. So here we just have, we're going to make a big mark for 1 and 2, and then we're going to make 2 little marks for the other 8th notes. So 1 la li, 2 la li. 1 la li, 2 la li. 1 la li, 2 la li. Okay, so get your worksheet all set up, and then you might need to pause, and we will give it a go. Okay, so again, just 8th notes, no 16th notes in this one. Okay, let's give it a try. Count out loud with me, please. Make sure you're counting out loud, and you can even tap the 1 and the 2 with your foot. 1 la li, 2 la li. 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 Okay, might be a little loud. Move it over here. Try it again. I'm going to count you in, and you are going to count out loud. I'm not going to keep counting, but you need to keep counting, okay? 1 la li, 2 la li. 1. Okay, let's give it one more try. Keep counting out loud, keeping up with you're practicing moving your pencil along with the beats, so it's ready to hit when the note hits. Okay, 1 la li, 2 la li. 1. Okay, good. So you should have, if you need to grab more listings, back it up and grab more listings. But here's 1 la li, 2 la li, 1 la li, 2 la li, 1 la li, 2 la li. Okay, so how much space does each of these take up? So here we need something that takes up 3/8 notes, and that is the dotted quarter. It's a little messy. Then we have just 3/8. Then we have 3/8 again. And then we have something here, and then a blank, and then something here. So this is a space of 2/8, which, if you remember from simple meter, is just a quarter note. And then we get an 8th note. And then we have the opposite. So we have an eighth note and a quarter note. Okay, and then 3 eighth notes. There we go. Okay, good. That's it. So now go over to Aurelia and do the rhythmic dictation practice, and I will see you in this sight singing video once you come back. Okay, bye.